Make jobs, but the stress is too much. Welcome to Ricky and Brenda's The Great Escape.
Hello channel, welcome to The Great Escape. In today's video we're going to talk about how we've been adjusting from the States to here in Spain. So here we are, it's another day. Today is Saturday. We've been taking it super easy, not doing a whole lot. You know, I look like I just woke up, but no, I didn't. We were just out on the scooter, and when I take the helmet out, you know, what's the point of combing my hair? Rather you guys be used to this, because unless I become really famous.
In every video you see this.
Right, and in every video you see the same, and I like to be natural. I don't like to pretend something that I'm not. This is how I look when I walk around. I'm not gonna become, you know, even if we become famous one day, it's not like you're gonna see me with makeup and no, that's not. Listen, I'm in my 50s. I'm not gonna become something else at this stage of my life. So what you see is what you get. So anyways, you know, Brenda to my attention something that we should share, something, you know, a lot of folks when they relocate, they have a lot of things to deal with, and one of them is adjusting from your previous life, I guess, or not previous, but from what you were used to. And then in the States, some of you know, we came from Florida, and Florida, it's, for the most part, at least for us, you know, we were used to having plenty of space, you know, big house, all that. Here, on this section of the video, I'm gonna include that in this one, where, yeah, we've had plenty of, because I'm the one that does the cooking here, I've always had plenty of space, for example, in the kitchen. And now, excuse the mess, I'm gonna share everything because it's a little messy. We just came from doing some grocery shopping. So from a huge counter that we had in Florida, I had probably 3 or 4 times more than this. We now, I'm working around this little section, which again, you guys probably seen it, but it's, I mean, enough what I need it for. There's Brenda, she just camouflaged herself there. Went to the gym yesterday. I think that's one. I mean, I'm hurting so bad.
We did a group class yesterday, so it was pretty intense. Anyways, look at those beautiful mangoes.
Yeah, the fruits
I want to show.
And the vegetables. Look at those tomatoes. How, and they're, you know,
the oranges.
Very tasty.
I know, tomatoes. Look at how orangey are the oranges.
Yeah.
And my favorite fruit. I think in one of the videos we showed the tree.
The tree, yeah.
But this is it.
It's called kaki in Spanish. What was it called in English?
It's Permisson.
Permission?
Permission.
So you need permission to eat it?
But yeah, we just
look at the limes.
I mean, the lemons, they're humongous. Even the red, like
this is the spiciest you're gonna find here. It's these guys, I think, that I know of. And
then the papaya, which I love. But these are the fruits. We, like I said, we just came.
We're not gonna be talking about food.
No, we're just gonna be talking about
the things that we have to
that we had to adapt. But this is one of them, is the counter space, like Ricky said.
Yeah.
Our kitchen is very small, but that's normal here.
We don't have a dishwasher or a dryer. So the landlord gave us the option of a dishwasher or the washing machine.
Well, because there is there's like a common space
downstairs
where it has a
washing
machine. I don't think it has a dryer, but they do have a washing machine. So she said you can have the dishwasher in the apartment and then go downstairs to wash the clothes, but I'd rather have.
Yeah, because it would have been a hassle to just be going 2 stories down.
So we don't have a lot of space, like Ricky said. We don't have a lot of
I normally, what I do is I take this away and then I have this space.
Right.
And that's all I need, really, man. It's just the 2 of us.
He takes this away and then he just preps here, but it's a little stove. This is like it's normal in Europe, having the washing machine in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But this is one of the things we adapted to, that we, you know, right? It makes you think all the stuff we had in the US. I think the more counter space we had and covers, we ended up filling all of them with dishes, right?
Stuff that we never used.
So when we went to sell our stuff, it was like crazy, like all this stuff.
And you know, don't get me wrong, some of those things has sentimental value just because it gives you memories of maybe a a dinner that you have with the family at one point or something. But at the end of the day, it's just material stuff, you know, that's not really important. And I hear so many other, like I have a Facebook friend who she's also moving from the States to here to Spain.
She's doing the same.
She's doing the same
Like,
thing,
you
and she
just
said the
realized-
same thing. She
yeah.
said, I had so much stuff and all this stuff I'm now realizing I don't really need it. I've been carrying this for years. I'm selling this, I'm giving that away. And
I think it's one of the things we talk about, like, you know, in the States, it's just like, who has the better car, who has the bigger TV, who has, I mean, it's a lot of that here. People don't care.
yeah, over there it's keeping up with the Jones a lot of
Yeah.
times type of thing. Here they don't really.
But little things like, I wash the dishes every day. Like, I never did that over there. I just throw it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Even for our clothes, since we don't have a dryer, we have to use, the way they do it here is they put their clothes
Yep,
here.
and back home in Puerto Rico we do the same. We just hang them out.
Yeah, you hang them up. They have this. It's where we put our clothes.
Yep.
And because it's cold now, usually when it's really sunny out, I put it out for a little bit and then I bring it inside.
And an hour is dry, or maybe
No,
that.
but I'm saying now in the cold weather.
Yeah.
When it's really sunny, I will put it out for a little bit to get a little bit of the sun, but it doesn't dry, so we have to put it in here.
Yeah.
And then with the AC
The heater.
on the heater,
Yeah.
it dries the clothes, but we dry it here in the living room. This apartment has 2 bedrooms, right?
2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, which
Now-
is got a little bathroom in there.
The bathroom, I do have to say, that's the one thing I still don't get. And it's just this
Tiny.
particular unit because remember, we are on an attic. They converted this into an apartment. So, because originally, I don't think it was like this.
It was part of the house. This
Yeah.
is like a 3-story.
I don't think it had a bathroom. Maybe they had to make one. And it's fine. I mean, it's a full functional bathroom, but it's just
It's
not
tiny,
a lot of
and I feel-
ventilation.
No, and I feel it's tiny, like,
It's
that's the way
small.
it is here, because I've seen other
Bathrooms,
apartments
yeah.
where the bathrooms are, like, tiny.
I guess one thing that we've have gotten to the big change is the space, right?
It's the space, yeah, but what I like about this particular apartment is that, obviously, the views, it's
Oh,
dark
yeah.
now, like, you can't really see much, but it's all windows, so you have views, it's very, very bright,
So.
which is not common.
So yeah, this is the cellar of this of this particular unit. Just the view. It's really nice.
So it's comfortable for us. It just made our life simple, right?
Yeah.
A lot more simple. I got used to doing the dishes.
So the washing machine really tiny.
It's
like
very
you said?
tiny, so like you do have to
I mean,
do a
it's
couple of loads.
Yeah.
But it does what it needs to do.
just for
For
us.
Ricky, you could talk about the kitchen, but that's your thing. Like what you feel.
Well, I mean, the refrigerator, like you see here, it's not that big, but again, it's just the 2 of us, so it's plenty. The oven, I have no complaint. I've used it a handful of times, not an issue. It does, you know, like in the summer to use that. I don't because it just becomes too hot in here. But like I used it the other day for Christmas Eve, made that pork roast, came out perfect, really nice. The space, you know, the stuff that's in there. When it comes to remember this unit here, that was the owner had it like an Airbnb, so it's fully equipped. We didn't need anything. We bought a couple of things here and there, but
This is different. The microwave.
yeah, microwave is like the old
It's
fashioned.
brand new, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, and most of them are like that. I've seen the new ones too. They do have some that are digital, but these seems to be more popular. You have to keep in mind that the average income here in Spain, they can only afford so much, so they try to be cost efficient with a lot of their stuff. I'll show you
Are usually
the.
small.
Look at the water heater. The water heater is tiny. If you're planning on visiting us and it's like 10 of you, trust me, you'll be waiting to take a shower because you take a shower 10 minutes late, not even 10 minutes, it only lasts like 5 minutes and then it gets cold. So Brenda takes a shower, I have to wait 20-30 minutes and then I can take one. The fridge is small, and it's, you know, it's a little different. Like you have all your freezer stuff down here. Yeah, I guess.
But it's just that it's small.
Yeah, it's small. The size of it,
and
it's
also
small.
the one thing was the blender, right? That was
Oh yeah, I showed that when we
And
doing the
showed
poquito,
yeah.
how to use it because it's different. This is what a European plugs look like. I'm sure you guys have seen that, but maybe some of you have not.
And a lot of blenders here, you have to look and read because not all of them will crush ice.
Yeah. Anyways, what else? What else aside from the size have been that we have to adjust? You know, again,
There's no central air.
Yeah, well,
So
they got
it's
these.
common to have that.
In Puerto Rico, they call that converters, but I don't know why. But they're just a portable AC unit to me. You can put them anywhere. Yeah, that's what they use. But all in all, you know, when it comes to the whole experience living here in Spain, one thing that a lot of people will is the language. We don't have, you know, we're fluent in Spanish, so that hasn't really been.
And even us being fluent in Spanish, some people when they talk,
She has
especially
a hard
on
time.
me, like some of them, because there's also a lot of dialects here.
Well, their
Depending
accent.
and their accent, and depending where they're.
If they
where
talk
they're
too
from.
fast, let's say there's one guy, for example, Luis from the gym. He's from Córdoba, that's north of here, and they have an accent, you know, just like a southern accent in the States, and he talks really fast, and you could see Brenda looking at me like, what is he saying?
Yes.
And I have the same thing with some fruits that are like from England, for example. You know, if you have a heavy accent and you talk too fast, and like Harry Potter, for example, I love those kind of movies.
British. The
Yeah, the
British
British.
accent, he has a hard time.
I cannot
I'm okay
watch
with it.
Harry Potter because half of the stuff they're saying I can't understand, and what's the point?
I do love the windows here. Look,
Yeah,
you just
most of
you
the
can open it this way, or you can open it this way.
yeah. Open it again so they can see. Almost like a hurricane panel, but you know that's not what this is. This is just like a shuttle
Like
kind
a
of thing.
shuttle. It's automatic. It
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
up and down.
Do it right here.
So I really like that. Not too big, not too small.
Right.
So you have this beautiful view. You can sit out there. Like I know you guys seen it before.
When it comes to the roads, the hills, the mountains, and a lot, but that's not necessarily.
Yeah, get used to. But that was a big one, right?
Yeah, it
Because
was
we
for
at
us,
first,
because
in
we
the
were in
beginning-
Florida.
Yeah, we were in Florida, was just flat. So in the
Flat, but-
beginning, we were like, ugh, like being high. We don't like the curves. We don't like the hills. But now I love it.
Yeah, you get used to
I
it.
love the views that we have because if we were to be in the center, it's all flat, so you're not gonna get these views.
Right, we got
So
a
we
little
got
bit of
lucky.
everything.
But
But it-
there, our landlords, we got lucky with them.
Yeah, they're really
The
nice.
landlord, her mom lives downstairs, and she's super sweet. We have no issues, no problems.
If something breaks, they fix it quickly, which is rare here because
Yeah.
we hear a lot that landlords
And
normally don't.
parking, we have the whole side of parking here and down
At the end of the street,
There's
more.
even more, which that's an issue here too, is the parking.
Yeah.
So in that sense,
But when it comes to
Yeah.
the mountains, I grew up in Puerto Rico and I'm kind of used to it, but because we lived in Florida for 30 something years, you kind of forget.
today is Mexican.
I'm
So
making some burritos.
We're gonna make some burritos.
I'm gonna make my own salsa. Although I could do it from scratch, but I had this laying around, so I'm gonna kick it up a notch with some of these guys, some garlic. I have some cilantro. I'm using, you know, this cheese. It's really,
Ricky's addicted to that cheese.
it's a blue cheese. It's like a creamy.
It's mascarpone with blue cheese.
Yeah, it's really, really good. You can use it, you know, you can eat it with
It's a
crackers.
creamy-
I'm gonna put it in my burrito, see how that goes. And then of course you can't do any Mexican without these guys. So that should be fun. We got some tortillas to go with it, with the chips. I normally make my own guacamole, but when we went today, the avocados were for the most part too hard. So I bought this already made.
He's gonna make his own salsa, maybe with some mango salsa.
Well, that's a good idea. You know, throw some mangoes in
Spicy
there.
mango. We got these chips.
Yeah, we got chips.
I already opened because I'm starving.
Almost like Doritos.
It tastes pretty good. It's another thing here, the chips. We like spicy chips. They're not spicy here. I guess it's kind of like banned what is it called? That red dye that Doritos and a lot of other stuff have. So you don't find a lot of spicy. The chips here are different, I should just say. But yeah, we just wanted to hop on here and share a little bit about the apartment and things we had to adjust and what's different. But I have to say, I don't miss the dishwasher. I don't miss the dryer. Actually, the clothes, they last longer because you're not putting it in a dryer, right?
And,
they don't get wrinkle as much either.
Online,
So-
you can get their options that are.
And you could get dryers here.
Yeah, you get a regular dryer, but you don't have to get even one of those. They do sell other things that are much cheaper, much energy efficient. They're like
Yeah, I
portable
think,
units that you can, you do that.
but I think that's the reason why there's not a lot of dryers. Because
It's just
the electricity here is super expensive
It
and
is.
it's too much.
Yeah.
Like I remember asking the landlord's mom downstairs, I'm like, so how do you dry your sheets and stuff? Because they're big. And she showed me, she goes, look, she had it hanging on the side of her terrace. So yeah, so I don't miss it. I think pretty much I'm actually enjoying it. How about you?
Yeah,
It's simpler, how you say it? Simpler.
so simpler life.
Simpler life, but it's kind of like so much better, I think.
I mean, the more you have, the more you make, the more you have, the more you want, and without you realizing it, does start putting like this invisible weight on your shoulders that it accumulates with years and years and years, and you don't realize. And the reason why I said that is because when we sold everything,
I know.
I felt like, wow, like it was like and it's just weird, but almost starting fresh, it makes you feel lighter and I don't know, just fresh.
Makes you realize you don't need to accumulate so many things.
And there's probably a lot of people that are completely disagreeing, but again, we just sharing our.
Yeah, when we when you start, it's like when you move from a house to a different house, and you're like, how did I accumulate all this stuff? You just start buying and having and things that would sit there for years and you don't even use, and you're like,
we have stuff in storage that we don't even miss. I forgot we had this.
Yep.
The main reason for this video, to share something, because Brenda said, well,
how we adapt to the
how we adapting
differences.
to things.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing of everything, at least for us, is the size. We went from Texas size to more compact, much smaller, but we are adjusting just fine.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
And it's kind of like we wanted to share, so if people are thinking of moving to Spain, like different things for you to think about, because I don't think we even thought about like the size of everything, like the size of the refrigerator, the size. That's another thing. Like we used to do grocery shoppings for 2 or 3 weeks over there. You can't do that here, obviously, because it's small. And not only that, a lot of the things here, because it's so fresh, doesn't have a lot of preservatives, they don't last. So
like the milks and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
have to.
pasteurized, so
you have to buy it like within and use it within like 3 days, which is kind of nice, in a sense, because you're not wasting.
We go out shopping every couple of days,
right?
It's
and it
a good
works
thing
fine
because we're eating more fresh. Things don't go to waste. Besides, we have a scooter. We can only put so much in there, and this is not an issue, but this situation, it's not bad. I mean, it gives us something to do. Thank you for your support, for your comments, for
and I need to put Ricky to cook because I'm starving. So he doesn't know how to, he can multitask. He can talk and
I can talk and cook. That's not what this video is about. So anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Until the next video, see ya.
Bye.
If you were wondering how the burritos came out, I'm going to show you right. Burritos. Let me repeat that, because every time I talk, there's a voice somewhere that's always interrupting. So, if you were wondering how the burritos came out, I'm going to show you right now. Hers came out the way she wanted it, or the way she likes it. Extra toasty. But mine, I had to put an extra layer because I don't like it that extra crispy. But yeah, this is burrito. And then, we got the chips and everything else going on. I normally don't drink sodas either, but we are drinking the cero azúcar, meaning no sugar. And believe it or not, that does not taste like that nasty Diet Coke that I'm used to. This one actually tastes just almost like regular. So anyways, bon appetit. See ya.
On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 la.
Primera Production.